done, but nobody is standing in your way of success but you. That's what I'm telling you today. So I was sharing with this brother, he was all lamenting because Obama didn't give him more property or money or something, a job in the little city that he lives in. I said, look, man, join the military. Get an education in the military. I know plenty of people that have done that. My sister's working on her PhD, my little sister, military. Come on now. And so that's that. I had another brother, man, out of Michigan. I worked with him. He got his education in the military. He said all his friends were going to jail. It was jacked up. He went in the Army, he retired out of the Army, got the Bronze Star, overseas recently, and he's out now. What I'm saying is that's a ticket out if your situation is jacked. You can go to school, get a grant. They'll give you money to go to school based on your income. If it's nothing, they'll pay for your schooling. Move if there's no employment in that city. Talked to a white guy the other day on the internet as well. He was lamenting. He had a master's degree and he was complaining, because people on welfare and sitting around doing nothing, riding with their homies. It was what he was really saying, right? and getting high, and just on welfare, using his tax dollars, and complaining about that. I'm like, man, first of all, you need to change your negative attitude. He had a degree, a bachelor's degree in psychology, and then he went on to get his master's. I'm like, well, somebody should have told you. You wasted 4 years worth of money on that psychology degree, But take responsibility for your own errors while you're in the mess that you're in, first of all, and stop hating folks. Stop being mad at everybody. The energy that you're using to be hating folks is negative energy. You're going to need positive energy to get yourself out of that mess so you don't have to work at Walmart. This cat was working at Walmart, with a master's degree. Plus, he was out of shape. He was, he was overweight, and his hair was all unkempt, and he was just looking sloppy and everything, and just complaining. His whole aura was negative. He had a bad attitude. He had bad health. He had bad grooming. Everything about him was negative. And so he's wondered why he's not getting, you don't qualify. You need 3 years worth of experience. How can I get 3 years worth of experience? He's arguing with potential employers. To me, if you walk in there in good shape, healthy, clean, groomed properly, confident, if you don't have 3 years experience, you don't qualify, and you leave, and you say, well, if you reconsider, and you leave with the right kind of message to these folks, they're going to think about you when you're gone. Exceptions are made every day. You know that. So what I suggested to that brother, I talked to both these guys yesterday. That guy said, the white guy with a master's degree, more educated than I am. I said, look, first thing you got to do is stop worrying so much about what you can't change, okay? Okay? This is for you too. This is for everybody. I told him really he needs to meditate. And I don't mean necessarily like this. I don't mean all that stuff. I just mean get some quiet time every day at a certain time. I mean, come on now. You ain't working like you want to be working. You have time every day. Okay? You can make time every day. In the morning, maybe. 30 minutes. Just sit there quiet. Nothing on. Just be quiet and listen. Listen to your breathing. Listen to your thoughts. You begin to think things. Things will become more clear. In a couple of days, there'll be a clarity about the things that are muddled and confused in your mind. Okay? Stop being negative about other folks. Stop focusing on other folks with that negativity. Get yourself in shape. Start eating right. Make a target weight. This cat was obviously about 180 pounds overweight. He should make a determination. I'm going to lose 90 pounds. That's just for now. And shave. Get your hair cut. Get yourself in shape. Start exercising. What I suggested to him is there are certain things in your life that you cannot change. And I'm telling you as well, there are certain things that can't be changed, that you can't change, that at this particular point in your life, you don't have the ability to affect. So then affect everything that you can. Why are you out of shape? You can affect that. Why aren't you eating right? You can affect that. Why aren't you exercising? You can affect that. Why don't you have a haircut? You can affect that. Why don't you have a shave? You can affect that. Affect everything that you can in your life for the better. If this cat would do that for 5 months, His whole attitude would change. He'd have a new confidence, a wellness about himself. He would exude confidence wherever he goes. He'd be looking good. He'd be probably smelling good. He'd have it together, and wherever he went, there'd be a confidence about him, and people would be clamoring. You know how it was in high school when you needed a girlfriend? And it's like you didn't have a girlfriend, and man, you really wanted one, and girls were like looking at you all crazy and everything. That's because you had that desperation about you and a negativity about you. When you're looking at other people that have what you don't have, and you wish you had what they had, there's just a negativity about you. And even when you have a girlfriend, you want to keep yourself sharp, looking good, smelling good, and all that stuff. You're not really caring, you're just looking crazy. But then remember that in school? Then you had a girlfriend, you got a girlfriend. It was like all of a sudden all these other girls started knocking at your door. Started trying to step up to you. Why? Because you didn't have that desperation about yourself anymore. You had a confidence about yourself, a pride. I got a girlfriend. There's a demeanor, a change in your personality and your whole attitude when you have somebody like that. And it was being picked up by people who weren't giving you the time of day before. That's how it is in your life. The problem is in this nation, we're so negative. We focus on the negatives, and we're so hateful, and everything about us is bad. And so we're not attracting anything good. It's all like negative karma and all. And that's just the individual, but even on a worldwide level, as a nation, this nation seems to be consumed in intolerance and hate and negativity. Kill him, kill him. I saw this dog, somebody's dog was poisoned last week in Dayton. And I heard one guy post on the internet, if that was my dog, I would kill somebody dead. I mean, come on now, that's where our minds are at. We're just jacked up, and as a nation we are suffering as well, because karma is karma from the nation down to the individual. And look at the mess this nation is in. We are in a mess. We need to try to turn it around. We need to start trying, even the concept of America, of a nation, of one nation, and the unity that we have. We need to recognize all the people within the nation make up that nation. So if we're hating folks that look like Trayvon, or if we're hating the guy with the skinhead, which is, kind of easy to do, if we're hating gay folks, if we're hating people that look like Muslims, if we're hating people that are Muslims, if we're hating Americans, hate begets hate, negativity begets negativity, we need to start trying to find some love. And I'm saying the pathway to love is meditation and quiet time. Because the reality is none of us want to be hated. Everybody wants to be loved. If we would just begin to treat others like we want to be treated, we would find ourselves in a lot better condition. We just need to find a way to recognize, first of all, a lot of the vitriol, a lot of the stuff we're spewing, a lot of the hate, a lot of the negativity, that's not really who we are. Not really. That's not who we once were. Think back on who you were, how accepting you were, how well you were, and somewhere along the path of your life, you become very negative. I'm suggesting that we need to get rid of that. First as individuals, but then as a nation as well, because the only way you're going to be well as an individual in this jacked up nation is to find peace within yourself. And the only way this nation is going to be well as a whole is if the people in this nation find that same peace. But at least it starts with you, and you can impart that into your kids and your family and see where it goes from there. There is a wellness. There is a wellness in love, in tolerance, in acceptance, in no hate. Consider that. That's your journey to wellness. That's your path to wellness. Your whole attitude will change. Your whole demeanor will change. When you begin to be a person of love and a person of happiness and peace and wellness, that will shine through. People will see that. They'll be attracted to that. And if it's a job or if it's a position or if it's just favor you need, people are attracted to that. And you'll see it'll be following you. They'll be in hot pursuit of you. All the days of your life.
We already know what we know. But sometimes we just need to